It's been a while. I don't even know if I know what I'm doing anymore, how to do videos, but I'm here giving it a whirl. I actually got some messages recently on YouTube. I was fishing through the channel and noticed that I had some comments I hadn't responded to in the last couple of years. And I thought I get notifications when comments are left, and I try to reply to everything. But I found a handful here that were kind of checking in on me since my video about my liver transplant and everything, and I realized, oh, I've missed some, and there's people wondering if I'm okay because my last video was about having gone through the surgery and everything. I actually had a few videos I posted after that, just some experimental things I was doing. I ended up taking those down. I don't even remember when, last year or something like that. But I thought after seeing these comments and actually getting a few more that I did respond to in the last month, I thought I should probably make a video and put something up because there are people out there who are expressing concern, wanting to make sure that I'm okay. So here I am. I just thought I would turn this on. I was like, let me just respond and not really plan anything out. So that's what this is. Probably be short, but I thought I'd talk about some of the stuff that's been going on for those small few of you who are interested. Um, since I posted the video with my liver transplant, things have just been kind of getting better every year. That was back in 2022, I believe. Um, and I keep thinking, I've told some people this, my surgery was at the end of 2021. And I'll link to that video if you missed that and want to check that out. Although I think it's just the video right before this one. But yeah, surgery at the end of 2021. The surgery went really well. I talked a lot about that in the other video. But since then, I think I was telling somebody recently that every year after that, I thought, oh, I feel so great and everything's getting so much better. And I think I'm good. And then, maybe another year would go by. And when I think about the previous year, I'm like, you know what? It's actually even better than the year before. And it's just kind of been that way. So I had mentioned that as much as I thought maybe things were going to get to a place where they were noticeably just, great, it just kind of every year keeps getting better. There's, better and better kind of physical stuff and medication things just keep getting better. And just the way I feel in general. Not only physically but mentally. Going through that surgery and everything was, I expected a lot of physical stuff, but I didn't expect the mental aspect to affect me so much. So that's probably the main reason why there's been no videos here. Is it's just been an interesting few years while things have been getting better and better. There was struggles when you go through something like that and you're dying rapidly was where I was at. And anyway, things have just been, I would say, especially this year, 2025 has been great. Just been feeling really good. And yeah, so things are awesome. I've been playing games. I would say the game I've been most prominently playing the last few years would be World of Warcraft, actually. They've been making a number of changes to make the game kind of easier for people like me who tend to play solo, at least in World of Warcraft. It's a little easier to achieve things on your own. There's followers now you can bring into, dungeons with you. There's just a lot of things you can do and accomplish on your own that back in the day, trying to play solo, there's just a lot I'd miss out on. So the last few years I've been playing that a bit, especially during the last year. I've played quite a bit. So that's the game I've been playing the most. Recently, I've been playing, I just put it down not long ago, but I was playing RimWorld. I picked up the Odyssey DLC to make your base, fly it around. I thought that was a lot of fun. And then just some other games here and there. In fact, one most recently, I'll probably have footage of that kind of rolling in the background, called Monsters and Memories. Really captured my attention. As an old school MMO player, I played Ultima Online in the late 90s. A friend of mine introduced me to it, and I had this kind of hodgepodge computer I slapped together to play that Ultima, among other games. But then I started learning about EverQuest, and I was like, I'm going to get a computer to play this upcoming game. It looks so amazing. So while I had built a number of computers just from borrowed parts and old computers and stuff like that, this would be 98 or so, I went to Fry's. I was living, in the San Jose area and got over to Fry's and kind of picked up all the parts I would need to play EverQuest when it came out. So that was my first brand new computer that I built, for a very specific purpose. And I loved EverQuest. I played it a lot in the first year or two. And yeah, I obviously, for me it's obvious, but as an MMO player, I mentioned before, I ended up playing a number of others past that. I think I've always got one of them going at some point, even if I'm kind of playing it casually. But yeah, so this game, Monsters and Memories, and I'll have in the description a link to some information about it as well. It's not one you can play right now. They had a playtest September 1st through the 7th. The next one is November 1st through the 10th. But basically the developer and the team are fans of kind of the older school MMOs, very specifically EverQuest. The game was modeled largely after that. And yeah, it just kind of caught my attention after a July playtest they had. And I was like, whoa, when this September one comes, I'm going to play that. And I was just really looking forward to getting back to, what I've been missing, I think, in some of these MMOs, more modern MMOs. And I think about it from time to time, and there's some games I can play to scratch the itch, but I miss the social aspect of some of the old MMOs where, in World of Warcraft, you have, these kind of group finders and stuff like that. But back then you actually had to go, talk to people and try to play with people, and your reputation mattered a bit. If you kind of flaked on people, left the group, or, if you were just kind of terrible to deal with for people, you may find it harder to play in some groups. And I just really enjoyed that atmosphere of things kind of being slower. You went to camps, right? You went to where mobs were, and you kind of found a good place to settle in, and you pulled any mobs that spawned right there, and you just get to know the people in your group. And you had some downtime, you'd be chatting with people. And this game, Monsters and Memories, playing it during that playtest was amazing, super fun, and talked to so many people. And I was pretty excited about it. Before the playtest came out, I actually went on their Discord and posted I threw up a post saying I was looking forward to playing the game and everything. I was looking for a guild, and I had a number of guilds reach out, but one of them I ended up talking with the GM for a long time, might have been hours, just talking about Dungeons and Dragons and old MMOs and things like that. We had a lot in common, and so anyway, that's a guild that I played with during that, and we're looking forward to playing during the November playtest. But yeah, so that game is just on my mind. The playtest went the 1st through the 7th, and I thought, when it's over, it's fine. I'm going to move on to something else, and I'll play it in November, but it's probably something that I'll kind of forget about in the meantime. And actually now we are in September 15th, so it's been about a week since the playtest ended, and I think every day I've wished I could go play it some more. So I'm looking forward to getting back to that. But anyway, yeah, work has been fine. I've had some stress things going on, some stressful stuff, some aspects, but it's kind of it is what it is, right? Work is work. So for the most part, it's been good. And like I said, health has been good and everything. So yeah, I just thought I'd put this together really quickly and, mention to those of you who be watching, maybe the 20 or 30 people maybe who may see this video, that I'm still here. Things are great. I have considered actually making videos again, especially this year. I've been thinking about it quite a bit. But I'm not sure what I'll do. If I do something, it may be on this channel, or part of me thinks that maybe I just start a new channel and have kind of zero expectations. Like right now, one of my thoughts is I could kind of come back to this channel, but it's been a while, and if I were doing some videos on here that right now, they might be Monsters and Memories, this MMO, and I didn't typically do MMOs on the channel. I'm not sure how much that matters anymore with how long that's gone by. Maybe it's like starting a new channel. But anyway, these are just things that have been in my mind, little things that I haven't decided on yet. What kind of games I might play, or if I wanted to just do games, was there other stuff I wanted to cover? But anyway, I'm still thinking about that. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, I guess I'll wrap this up. Like I said, I had nothing really planned here. I just thought I would jump in and make this, like I said, because I saw some people who seemed to have some concern about how I was doing. So anyway, I'm here. I'm still good, and yeah, if you guys see this, anybody seeing this, please, leave a message. Happy to chat with you in the comments, as I usually do. And who knows, maybe you'll see me here again.